Alright, so it's Chuchuka back with another video on NHL 14. Um, I've given it some thought at the end of the year. We got a couple weeks left of NHL 14. So I thought I would give you guys the best center player for EASHL. If you're going to play in twos and threes, then I recommend this. Very fast, very quick, but also very defensive-minded center build for you. So let's get right into it here. Obviously, I'm going to be the two-way forward, and let's start off with deking. We're going to have it at 85. You want to do those loose puck dekes, and you want to deke the goalie out. This works just fine. If you want to have it lower a little bit, like 83, 84, that works just fine too. A couple points are not going to hurt. Hand-eye, you're going to want that. Your face-off circle. 80, I think, is probably right around the max of what you want that to be. It's kind of just a wasted stat. Otherwise, either way, your player is going to bounce that or hit that puck out of the air either way. So around 80 is for your hand-eye right there. And offensive awareness, a lot of people think it's a broken attribute, and to be honest, it's not. You're going to pick up those pucks, right? You think that, like, someone passed you the puck and you miss it? Well, that's because your offensive awareness is not high enough. And between 80, 85, that's where you're going to want. Most of your offensive attributes is between 80 and 85. I have mine at 83. It works just fine. Passing, I like to saucer pass a lot, so 86 is what I need to have that on. 85, 84, again, it's not going to make a big difference, but also, passing, the person you're passing to also has to have good passing too. So, right? So, you're on a team with twos and threes, even fours. Everyone on your team is going to have high hand-eye, high offensive awareness, and high passing. So, you guys can corral those pucks that sometimes you don't make the most perfect pass, but with these attributes, you will collect them for sure. Puck control, this is very important. 87 is mine. My snipers and other two-way forwards that aren't center, obviously, are going to be a little bit lower. But for center, you're going to have the puck most of the time. So I want it to be at 87. And I don't take slap shot or wrist shot, or not wrist shot, sorry, slap shots with my center because tell me a center in the NHL Hockey League that just excels at slap shots. So, and as a two-way forward, you're not going to have much time to be taking slap shots. So, down to the wrist shot. And I'm going to max these out at 88 and 88. And that's about as high as it can go, and that's perfect. I snipe, no problem. And you don't want to have anything lower than this, especially if you play human goalies. They're going to be snatching those shots up pretty well if you have anything lower than 88. But against CPU goalies who follow the body and not the puck, you're going to be sniping like crazy. So this works just fine for a two-way forward. And on defense, of course, I got the most important thing. I'm going to go down to faceoffs. If you don't win faceoffs on this game, you are screwed. And not only that, but your teammates will not like you one bit. So learn your faceoffs, people. And there's a bunch of tutorials on there. I myself am not a great face-off expert, but I do know how to win some when I need to. So, and 95 helps me out with that. So back to the top here. Aggressiveness, that's just stupid, I think. It's just a broken stat. It doesn't make any sense. It's for, if you want to hit someone, they say that you can make a bigger hit with aggressiveness on, and that's going to intimidate other players. Well, wrong. Body checking, I'm not a checker, so that's at 70. And defensive awareness, this is a very key stat, right? For a two-way forward. You're going to be getting those pucks in the defensive zone. You're going to be able to skate up with the puck and not lose it. So that also goes along with hand-eye and puck control. Your defensive awareness, you're going to be taking those pucks away from your other forwards from the other team pretty well. So discipline 88. This is going to allow you to poke check, stick check people, and not get those elbowing calls, not get those hooking calls or tripping calls. Even though you're going to get a tripping call here or there no matter what, because this game just loves to overuse that tripping penalty. I know you guys have, like me, just gone down to block a shot, and you get up, and someone comes in and skates over you, and you get a tripping call after you block the shot. It's just absurd, and it frankly should be taken out of this game. Why have a shot block button if you get a penalty every time you use it, right? But yeah, and stick checking, very important. You're going to be poking those pucks away from everyone, so you're going to want that as high as 85. Along with your discipline very high as well, so you don't get those tripping calls. Shot blocking, I had a few extra points, so I put that on 67. Fighting skill, I find that if you put anything on fighting skill, then you just have no life and you want to fight on this game. Go buy Fight Night or a wrestling game if you want to do that. Hockey is about skill, and it's really unfortunate that this game decided to put as much emphasis on fighting as it did. It's really like It's really almost like Fight Night with skates and a hockey stick in your hands. So it's really, I think it just dumbed the game down a little bit, because that's all. Whenever you went to hit someone, right, you would hit them, but then it'd be a clean hit. There wouldn't be any penalty, but you'd have to fight the other player or even the computer, and you would be sitting out for basically the whole period till the whistle blew. And I bought this game to play and not sit in the penalty box for, 10 minutes. So they really need to fix that for NHL 15. But I'll make another video on that later. So we're going into the athleticism here, and I'll take you guys into the hockey shop here in a little bit. This is the Legend 3. Obviously, you can see at the top center there, Legend 3. If you're not a Legend 3, that's okay. You can still have this build. You're obviously just not going to have as many points to put on your player. But acceleration, a very key stat here. You're going to be able to get to your top speed faster than the other player. You're going to get to those pucks at center ice more. You're going to have more breakaways. So in agility, 88, you're going to want to stop on a dime and turn and all that stuff for center. So 88 is about as, it's obviously the max, and probably where you want it, right about 86, 87, 88. So. And balance, again, it could be a broken stat. I haven't tried it out yet. But like saying 300-pound dudes coming at you, no matter what your balance is, you're going to get crushed and you're going to go flying. So, and as my two-way forward, I'll show you when we go into Edit Pro, he's not a very big player. He's like around 5'9", 160 or something like that. So I put my balance at 73 also because I had a few extra points. Just put it on there. Durability. Let's talk about injuries for a second. Injuries on this game are just ridiculous. There should be no injuries for EASHL. You're controlling one player, and I want to play my guy the way I want to play him, and I don't want to be handicapped for the full game. And they took out that 5-minute major penalty because they tuned up the hitting. People were getting too many majors, not being able to play. Well, now, it's been happening for a couple months where you just get people that just want to injure you, and that's how they win games. They injure you, and then they come down and score, and you're injured for the whole game, right? And then you message them, hey, we were injured, and they're like, well, that's part of the game. Don't get hit. Well, that's a form of cheating, I think, is to go around and injure people, and so you can win a game. Also, it just shows that, you have no life, and that it is just a game. But I want to play a game, and I don't want to have to be injured. I don't mind getting my head banged around or hit into the boards and all that stuff, but don't have injuries in the game. So, but anyways, back to the player. My endurance 88. You're gonna be hitting that speed boost all game long, and you don't want to be tired at the end of the game. So 88. Any higher than that, it's okay too. But I think between 85 and 93 is probably where you want to put that. Speed, it speaks for itself. Speed kills, especially on this game. You're not going to see many players win a hockey game without speed. And strength, this is the variable that accounts for all things, right? You want a hard shot. You want to be able to keep that puck, and you want to have a strong skate stride, right? So 85 strength is probably it's awesome, and you need strength for this game. Do not have anything on strength. All right, let's go into the hockey shop here, and I've done a little a little experimenting for this, and this is the best hockey shop setup for your players, so you can get the most out of your attribute points and where to put them. And we're going to start out with stick boost slot 1 and work our way down. So obviously offensive awareness boost +7. If you don't have these boosts, I got a $25 Microsoft card for Christmas, so I went along and bought some of these. But you can do it by playing Be a Pro and Hockey Ultimate Team, and those are probably the easiest ways to get it. EASHL and OTP, they take a while. So, but offensive awareness +7, wrist shot accuracy +7, and wrist shot power +7. And let's go down to skate boost slot 1. Skater acceleration +7, obviously. Skater boost +5, and skater boost +7. That will combine for a +12, and that is how you're going to get that 90 speed, because speed kills, and it's probably the most expensive attribute point on this game. So, and deking +7, agility +7, and agility +5. That will obviously add up to +12. You'll need that. Skater strength +7, puck control +7, and passing +7. Though that is my hockey shop again. Passing +7. Puck control +7, strength +7, deking +7, agility +7, agility +5, speed +7, and speed +5, sorry, acceleration +7, offensive awareness +7, and wrist shot accuracy and power are both +7. All right, now let's go into the edit Be a Pro here, and we will take a look at how my pro looks in real life here. Oh, I love the loading screens. God, it's so quick, you know. Let's take a look here. Our record is not the greatest. We've made 2 new clubs. Our old club, Snipe and Selly Made Easy. We did win the Elite Championship a couple times. And I think we was like a 302 and 105 overall, so it was a pretty good record. We just decided to make a new club because, you know, that's what everyone does on this game. But let's take a look at my pro here. And the stick, it's not gonna matter what it's everyone's preference, right? But look at these flexes, right? You're not gonna want any other flex besides the regular. 110 is going to break, 100 is going to break, 90 is just perfect, and you're not going to get any shot from the 80 whip flex. So regular flex is for me. Mid-toe close, this is for snipers and, you know, power forwards that just like to snipe those corners. I am mid-open because with 88 accuracy and 88 power, you know, you're not going to be sniping those corners as often as you'd like. And with this and your attribute sets at 88, you're going to be missing the net a lot. So mid-open, mid-neutral is probably where a lot of people have theirs if you're not as skilled with shooting. I myself have pretty cool skills with sniping the puck, but not to toot my own horn. And heel slightly open, obviously, if you're a defenseman or if you have a slap shot, you're going to want that. But I have mid-open. Let's go into skate here. Again, it's personal preference. I use the Easton Mako and 13-inch radius. This is going to allow you to be the fastest you can be. You're going to be able to accelerate to those pucks and move faster than anyone else. 11-inch is probably where normal people go, and 9-inch radius. I'm not sure why they even have this, because look at that. Look at the difference in acceleration and speed boosts compared, right? Yeah, and those attributes matter a lot more than agility. So, and I'm going to have it on 13. That's just my preference for my style of play. Glove, I use the Eagles. I've been using that since NHL 12. And helmet, I use the Warrior. So, let's get it right into it. I'm obviously not from Prague, and I'm not from the Czech Republic, but I am 5'10" and 160 pounds in real life. And that's probably around, 5'9", 5'10", 5'11". That's probably where you want your center to be, or anyone on this game. If you're going to be a two-way forward, he's going to be fast and quick and speedy. I accidentally hit reset, so it put me in Czech Republic and in Prague, and I'm not even sure if Prague is in the Czech Republic. But I'm there, number 27. Yeah, it's just, I love that number. So we're gonna move on here to appearance. Look at that handsome guy. Doesn't he just look amazing? Especially with that cut on his chin. I don't have a cut on my chin, but it's good to fantasize how your player might look on TV. And the visor, obviously, you got to go with the straight Bauer. And the visor tint, obviously gray. If you have any of these colors, more power to you. But I'm gonna make it so I'm gonna just go after you the whole game if I see you wearing those colors. Shoulder pads, they say if you have bigger ones, you're going to be able to hit people a lot more, and that's false. Also, pant length, they say you're going to, all these things, right? They say if you have it a certain way, you're going to be faster, and that's just not the case. That's just people wanting to say stuff, say a lot of bullshit because they have nothing else to say. It's just for looks. I have short pant length, my left jersey tuck, and full sock tuck, and stick tape is orange, and it's always been orange, and I'm not going to change that. So let's take a look at what the player is here. So a competition. He's going to obviously win every time, but you get the gist of it. So that's my center, and this again for 2s and 3s, the perfect player. Again, you're going to want to speak with your teammates and see what kind of builds they are. But for me and for my club, I have over 3 points a game as a two-way forward, about 2,500 points. So can't wait for NHL 15. I have another video on that about the EASHL not being in the next gen, but take a look at that one and like and subscribe if you want to hear more from me. I'm a new video maker, so let me know how I did, and I will catch you